Hi everybody, so today is the 30th of October. Today, 16 years ago, Sweden woke up to a tragedy. During the night there had been a fire at a party in Gothenburg where 63 people died, and 200 and around 200 got injured. For several weeks, Sweden was a country in mourning, and I know some of the people who worked during that time from my from my time when I worked in the church in Gothenburg. I worked in Gothenburg 10 years after, and I remember that we had the church open because of the that it was 10 years since the fire, and many people came during the day, and it was a very emotional time for many of my colleagues who had been there 10 years before. And this is a tragedy in Swedish history, since we now know that there were 4 young people who had decided beforehand that if they weren't allowed, if one of them weren't allowed into the party, they were going to sabotage it, and they got convicted for this later on. And one of the big problems were that they had the ones arranging the party had put chairs in front of one of the exits, so people couldn't come out, and they were more than the double amount of people in the venue than were allowed, which meant that there were a lot of people there, and it was crowded, and people couldn't get out, and which is very tragic. I think it's important when you are, I don't know, I hate crowds. I think crowds are scary. I like to stand in the edge of the crowd if I'm going to be somewhere where it's crowded, because you never know what can happen, and I like to know where the exits are. I like to know where I can get out if something happens. The thing is that I think that this was also because now Swedish schools are out for holidays. We have a 1 week autumn holiday that is around Halloween, and many people, young people, had the opportunity to go to a party, even if it was a weekday, because I think it was like because of the holiday there was this party. It's very serious day to day, and this is kind of the beginning of a couple of serious days. This is one of those days that where Perhaps you won't remember the date as such, but if you mention this fire, everybody knows what you're talking about, no matter how old you were when it happened. I mean, I was 15 and my husband was 10, so we both remember it, but perhaps we have different memories. I know that also got a big attention, media attention in other countries, not just Sweden. So, today has been another day of a lot of thinking, which doesn't really have to do with the subject of today, but it's also been a struggle today. To I've been remembering a lot of things the last couple of days about my youth and about how my life were and what yeah, just things really, and people, and how we used to be to each other and what we did and how we did it, and stuff like that. And I think sometimes it's necessary to think back on days past, but not to get stuck in it. And this is hard, but it stirs up a lot of emotions. But I have to do it. I have to think back and try to remember what happened when and how and stuff like that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have a cup of tea again and some cookies. And I'm gonna watch some television. Or maybe I should make my husband go to bed because he's gonna go up crazy early and drive. That will be fun. I don't know if there's anybody watching this, but I hope that maybe someday there will be. I can just talk quickly about the tejo. I'm wearing red pashmina underneath, and then I have folded the signature scarf, so the parts showing is the red, orange, yellowish, and then I've twisted it into 2 twists and put them in a crown. It's my fire-inspired tejo. And that's it for today. Bye.